What's up, YouTube? I'm Justin. Today we're going to be talking about 5 AMGs that you can buy for under 15 grand. But first, like this video below, subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks for coming. Let's dive right in. So first up, we've got the W210 E55. This car features the M113 engine. It's a pretty great car. You could get these pretty cheaply online now. They've got them. Here's one for $5,800. 97,000 miles. It needs a little work. It's not in the best condition this one looks like, but it looks like it's pretty okay. Interior's in good shape. Body needs a little bit of love, nothing serious. Got another one here for $8,000. It's a pretty nice deal as well. Another one here for $9,000. Looks pretty nice. There's a 2001 version of this car. It's pretty rare. The 2001, I think they only made 600 for the entire world that year, or just under there. These cars feature a 90-degree V8. They've got a 5.4 liter. The compression ratio is about 10 to 5 to 1. They have about 350 horsepower, almost 400 foot-pounds of torque, just under 400 foot-pounds of torque. They have a valve gear chain-driven single overhead cam with 3 valves per cylinder. They redline just at 6,000 RPMs, and they have a 5-speed auto. These are really reliable cars. The M113 is considered one of the most reliable V8s, arguably, from the Mercedes-Benz brand. I really like this car. I think it's a great entry-level Mercedes-Benz, especially if you're looking for something more on the performance side. You can get a great deal on one of these. They're very reliable. Again, it's something that's not going to break the bank, something that's you can have fun with, and they're rear-wheel drive. So let me know what you think if you like this. Mercedes-Benz CL55 AMG. This car features a 5.5 liter V8, has about 493 horsepower, 516 foot-pounds of torque. It does 0 to 60 in about 4.8 seconds. This car new was about $115,000, so you can get it for way less than that now, maybe like 1% of that. Let's see. Yeah, so we got a 2003 here, 10,000 bucks in my area. Looks to be in pretty okay condition. 74,000 miles. Definitely needs a detail. Interior looks to be in really good shape still. These have, again, the 5.5 liter supercharged V8. There's tons of aftermarket support for these cars. You can slap a tune on them and get going. There's pulleys out there. There's so many things that you could do. The biggest thing that they have that affects their performance, I think, is they have an issue with heat soaking. The car doesn't like to be ran back to back to back. You'll lose power. But again, the aftermarket, there's tons of things out there that you can take care of that issue. For under $15,000, it's a phenomenal car. Let me know what you think. Alright, YouTube, next up we've got a 2003 Mercedes-Benz E550. This car features the same engine as the car we had right before, 5.5 liter supercharged V8. This car does the 0 to 60, I believe, in about 4.4 seconds. Let's check that here. Yep, 4.4 seconds. It's rear-wheel drive as well. Again, the aftermarket on these cars, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there to make them go faster. You can get these for pretty cheap now. What did they start at? They used to start at $76,000. They're way less than that now. We got one right here for $7,500. This one looks like it needs some suspension work. Actually, it looks alright. They might have actually done an airmatic delete and just put regular coilovers on it. Let's see what else we got here. We got this one here for $9,000. This one looks pretty nice. These things are all over. We got another one here. for $13,599. I really like this color here. These are really nice cars. I really love the body style of this car. It has a timeless design in my opinion. I think it's one of the best looking Mercedes that Mercedes ever made. But you let me know what you think. Do you think this is a bargain buy at under 15K? You can see some of them do creep up just a little bit over, but there's plenty of options out there for under 15K. Here's another one at 13,000 with 100,000 miles on them. And again, the aftermarket is out there. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to work on these cars. It's a great buy. I definitely recommend it. Alright, at number 2 on this list, we've got the Mercedes-Benz C55 AMG. This features the same M113 5.4 liter V8 found in the other cars in this video. It's a great engine again. I don't think that you can really complain about it. Great power, 376 foot-pounds of torque, 362 horsepower. This is one of the lighter cars on the list. It is the C-Class. It does 0 to 60 in about 4.9 seconds, the quarter mile in 13 seconds. You can get these for closer to about $10,000 today. We have one here in really good condition. This one has 99,000 miles on it. These are beautiful looking cars as well, and they move very well. I definitely recommend this car to anybody. Maintenance on the C-Classes is really good. There's not a lot of electronics in them compared to something like the S-Class. A lot less to go wrong with them. And again, with this specific engine, it's very reliable. There's not likely that there's going to be much going on with them. These cars are really nice, really beautiful. Let me know what you think about it. And we're moving on to the final car of this video. Alright YouTube, next up we got the 2009 Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG. This car pretty much looks exactly like the car we just looked at, the E55 AMG, but it features a 6.3 liter V8 instead. It's actually a 6.2, but they say 6.3. It does 0 to 60 in about 4.3 seconds, has 507 horsepower. It has less torque than the E55 does, but it has more horsepower. I think the E55 honestly is a little bit quicker once you start getting into the aftermarket with tunes and stuff, because it is supercharged. It does have forced induction pretty much. The E63 is very reliable though. It's a naturally aspirated engine. I think the big issue with that engine specifically was the head bolts stretched. But other than that, it's fairly reliable. This car new was $87,000. You can get them today for way less. We got one here for 15, one for 13, one for 11, another one for 15, one for 15, another one for 10, 14, 15, 9. The wagon variations of these are pretty hard to find, so I think that this is a wagon, it says, and it's listed as a wagon, but it's not a wagon. It's just a standard version. Little high on my side. This one looks pretty okay. I think for 15K it's still a little expensive. This one at about 10,000 I think is done pretty okay. Now when you're looking for one of these used, try to find one that's already had the head bolts done. If you stretch into the W212 chassis for the first 2 years, 2011, 2010, and that body style, it's the same engine. After that, the engine's replaced, and you can sometimes see them creep down into the 15,000 range on that too. So let me know what you think about this E63. This is probably one of my favorite cars on the list. Thanks for watching.